All right, sir. So, what can you say about the proposed protest that is currently making rounds in the country?
Okay, the protest. Thank you. We even learned is slated for 29th of this month. I don't know, 29th. Is that not is that next week or so? It's let's get something clear from the onset, and I'm saying this with all sincerity before God and man. Protest is a fundamental human right of any citizen or citizens of any country, especially a country that professes to practice democracy. Protest is the best citizens can do to air their grievances, their displeasure, and then to take opportunity to recommend, better ways of approaching issues of public concern. So it is so enshrined in our constitution, the 1999 constitution we are using as of now. It's so enshrined and it's so articulated in various ways: freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom of association, freedom of worship, freedom of, many forms of freedom. But to the extent it does not impugn on the freedom of others. To the extent that it does not impugn on the freedom of others. So, having agreed on this, we still need to probably educate ourselves on a few things. Any country or any community or society or household that does not, first and foremost, understand its own peculiarity, that community will continue to suffer a lot of losses. Yes, protest is good, but we all know what the experiences have been, especially when it is massive protest, as we are envisaging. Of course, what is wrong in people coming out? Let me give you an example. The 2020 protest, the NSAS. NSAS enjoyed massive support of all Nigerians across board, even including people in government. And if you ask me why, it's very simple. SARS had virtually offended everybody that matters in this country. Even myself talking, SARS has never crossed my path because I don't have any business with them. And I'm saying it in the public. I don't have any business. I don't live a life that warrant any SARS prodding into my life. But I cannot count the number of times I've had to park my vehicle on the road and intervene on behalf of people that appear to be innocent under the harassment of SARS. I cannot count. I recall that a former vice president named Whittle also gave testimony of what his nephew experienced in the hand of SARS. Nobody directly or indirectly will have escaped. So when this SARS project came up, it enjoyed the support of everybody. And in fact, let me confess, and God will forgive me, when I was enjoying it, because it became a kind of fun. I saw people bringing music, some people supplying food, I see youths dancing. I even saw the governor, Sanwo-Olu, saw him at the time, dancing with the protesters and collecting their grievances, and he even took such a complaint to the president. And he came back with feedback. So this is very desirable. This is what any citizen. But what we learned in that protest is that once it is protracted, you cannot control what can happen. As we witnessed then, some ill-motivated elements, they hijacked it. They started perpetrating mayhem across the land, looting people, killing policemen, burning down television stations, burning down local government secretariats, burning down public facilities, including traffic lights, which I saw, and barriers here and there that government, put in place to check people. I think protest should not extend to that point. And the one that is most painful are the burning of those BRT buses. There were a batch of them that had never been used at all. Brand new buses in their hundreds, all burned to ashes. And the question is, who are the people using those buses? Is it still not the public that is complaining? So that is not desirable, and that is not the intention of the organizers of protests. That one, in fairness to them. But they don't have control over what other people can do. You can only think for yourself, cannot think for others. And as we have seen, even in recent Kenya protests, it happened. Looting. Looting happened in America. It happened in UK. I have evidence that during protests in UK in the past, there have been looting. The only difference between them and us is that you can't get away with nonsense. A lot of them were detected and arrested and prosecuted because there were CCTV all over the place, and they have experts who can interpret that camera. So if that is the case, and if perpetrating wanton destruction would further decimate our economy, then what's our gain from such protests? Am I not saying people should not protest because some people hijack it? No. I am saying that I've gotten the secret of a successful protest. Don't drag it a day, more than a day or two. Do your protest as peacefully as possible. Express your grievances. Say it loud and clear. Say it loud and clear. Don't attack anybody. Don't attack any public facility. The funniest thing about attacking facilities and looting is that you are even doing it against a lot of people who are also in support of the protest. Unknown to you, but you should know. So, and because you cannot control it, and where you are held responsible, your neck cannot carry it. I may not even be fair to you because you are not the one doing it. But people will hide under what you are doing to do it. To that extent, if people must protest, because we have people, I'm saying this because we have people who are trying to understand what this government is doing, the experiment is, making, and probably believing that they should give it a little more time to prove itself. So there are classes of people like that where I belong. I must be sincere with you that we should. But where some people believe that, no, the hardship is much, which is a fact. There's no argument about the hardship is much. The rich also cry as we speak. And that they must come out and tell government their mind. Well, why not? But please, don't let it get protracted. A day or two. Anything after that, you cannot guarantee the safety of the country. And that's not your intention, and that will not help the country. If anything, it will worsen our situation, and if we are not careful, we will not get out of it. Thank you very much.